You just logged into a Linux server. Maybe it's yours, maybe it's your job on the line. Either way, is it actually healthy? In the next 8 minutes, I'm giving you the exact commands every sysadmin, DevOps engineer, and cloud hire runs first. These aren't theory, this is what gets asked in the interviews, and it's what saves your job at 2 a.m. Load, disk, memory, fail services, SSH logs, let's go. First command every time, no exceptions, uptime. This tells you 3 things instantly: how long the server's been running, how many users are logged in, and the load average. Those 3 numbers, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, are your CPU average workload. Think of it as the heart rate over time. The rule of thumb: compare load averages to your number of CPU cores. If you've got 4 cores and 1 minute load is sitting at 8, your server is sweating hard. See a number way higher than your core count and climbing? That's your first red flag. Write it down, keep moving. Next up, disk space. Run df-h. That -h flag means human readable. It converts raw bytes into gigs and megs, so you're not doing the math in your head. The column that matters most, use percentage. Anything creeping up past 85-90% is a warning. And if your root partition, that's the slash, hits 100, your server can stop logging, stop writing files, and in the worst case, services just start crashing. This is one of those single most common causes of server is down emergency, and it's a 5-second check. Now let's check the memory. Run free-h. This is where a lot of beginners panic for no reason. You look at free column, you see a small number and think the server is dying. Don't look at the free, look at the available. Linux aggressively caches data in RAM to speed things up. That's the buff cache column. It'll release that memory instantly if an application needs it. Available is the real number that tells you what your apps can actually use. Then check swap. Swap is disk space acting as emergency overflow RAM. A little usage is normal, but if swap is climbing fast and staying high, your server doesn't have enough real memory for its workload, and that means slow performances across the board. Command 4 is one most beginners have never heard of, and it's a game changer. Systemctl -- failed. On a healthy server, you get 0 load units. Beautiful. Nothing to see here. But when things go wrong, this command instantly shows you every system service that crashed on boot or during runtime. No digging through logs, no guessing. Command 5, systemctl status SSH. This checks the SSH daemon SSHD. Why does this matter? Because SSH is how you'll get into the server in the first place, and it's how you'll get back in. If SSHD crashes or stops, you lose remote access. On a console VM with no console access configured, that can mean you're completely locked out, sometimes permanently, until you rebuild the instance. You're checking for one more thing: active or running in green. That's your lifeline to the box to confirm it's healthy. Last command, and this is where you go under the hood: journalctl -err-b. 2 flags to know. -p err filters the massive system log to error-only priority message. -b limits the results to the current boot, so you're not wading through weeks of old noise. This is your server's diary of everything that's gone wrong since the last reboot. Hardware errors, failed connections, crash processes. This is where you go after the first 5 commands point you to a problem so you can actually find the real root cause. So if you're a recruiter or want to see my LinkedIn, link is going to be below. That's 6 commands you need to know to diagnose your server if it's starting to fail. Follow for more.